Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Truly appreciate it. It's what helps my channel grow. So I want to let everybody know that I'm still open for personal readings at this time. I'm going to be actually releasing my Vimeo. I'm still undecisive. I think I'm going to be doing a Vimeo. It's a toss-up between Vimeo and Patreon. For my extended readings. So I'm still kind of like contemplating and whatnot what I should do. But I will be releasing that the first week of March, and then I will be offering extended readings for those of you who want to get a little bit deeper in terms of my pick a card readings and what they have to offer. So I want to let everybody know as well that I will be soon, I'm going to be offering Akashic clearing. I also added cord cutting as well to my website, and erotic tarot card readings for those of you who like to get freaky deaky, get nasty. You guys can check that information out on my website. You can go to the tab in the About column section of my YouTube page, or if not, you can just click the link down below or type in angiesawakening.com, where you'll see a overview of my services and things that I do. So yeah, let's hop into your reading. So I have 3 piles for you guys to choose from. Our topic today is going to be, what is going to be your next big glow up? What is your next ascension going to look like for you? So we have 3 wonderful piles today for you guys to choose from. We have pile number 1 with this little mustache here. It looks like a mustache to me. Pile number 2 that says good vibes, and then last but not least we have this little rain cloud here for pile number 3. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. So hey wonderful pile number 1. So if you chose this mustache here, this is going to be your reading. So in case you're like me and doesn't actually sit through all the intros of pick a cards, I want to let everybody know that as of the first week of March, I'm going to be offering extended versions of all of my readings for you lovelies. It's a toss-up between if I want to do Vimeo or Patreon. For those of you who will be able to see a little bit deeper in your situation, if you can't afford some of my services or my personal readings. But I want to thank everybody who has reached out to me, and trust me, I've been getting real busy with personal readings and stuff like that from the collective. So I'm sending all of you lots of love and light at this time, and thanks so much for you subscribing to my channel, liking my content, and even I like hearing from you guys, even commenting on my videos too, which is truly, truly amazing because it's what helps my channel grow. And I'm just honored to be able to help impact so much people as I go through my own twin flame, my own personal ascension journey. So enough talking, guys. Let's get into your actual reading. So let's set this here, pile number 1, so we have more room. So we have sacral chakra. Wow. Pile number 1 going heavy, heavy, heavy sacral chakra. Okay, guys. So what I feel for this is that your next big glow up and ascension is going to be all about you releasing a lot of the blame, some power and control balances that you may have as well, as your next big movement, big ascension, big glow up. So I just want to also share the affirmation for this because I think this will also be helpful for the collective as well. So the affirmation for this is, for sacral chakra activation, is I feel. So I feel like pile number 1, in the past, you're someone who may have gone through a lot of sexual or just trauma in general. So you could have a very overactive sacral chakra at this time, or a very underactive sacral chakra, so like low libido. So what I'm feeling very much for this pile is your next big glow up ascension is going to be all related to your life lessons and your ability to connect with other people without losing your identity, and freely express yourself in a creative and healthy manner. So right away, I'm also hearing, so okay, I hope I don't miss any of these downloads because sometimes my guides be going real quick. So I'm hearing for you guys that you would benefit from sleeping at night with a diffuser if you don't already. And some essential oils that are helpful for this, I know this because I myself am healing my sacral chakra at this time. I use Lang Lang. I also use patchouli oil, rose oil, and sandalwood. And some crystals for you to work with in case this resonates and you're not really an essential oils person is you guys can benefit from using carnelian, amber, moonstone, coral, I know is very good as well. Even an orange stone of some sort would be beneficial to you guys as well too. And then you can also try using sunstone and even tourmaline. So some of this issue I feel very strongly for you guys as well is probably connected to you guys experiencing a lot of chronic pain in your lower back. You may also be someone who may have sciatica as well. You could have some gynecological problems. I'm hearing for the ladies out there, you may have a more of a heavier menstrual cycle or endometriosis or even PCOS. I know I'm someone as well who suffers from this issue as well. You could also have issues with sexual guilt. Maybe you're someone who at times can be overly ambitious. You could have some issues with shyness as well, which was one I know for myself that was very, very heavy for me as well, which I had to process. You could also be someone who just either lacks a desire for sex or could just have a sexual satisfaction, like overly sexual. So maybe a past with multiple partners or just tapping into a lot of different energies. At this time, you may also be going through a sense of blocked creativity and just kind of like feeling a little bit antisocial and mistrustful with people. I know is very big with this as well. You might also have a lot of skin issues, which I know I'm someone who does have that. But since I've been doing my healing work, my skin be on fleek. My skin be glowing. I only have like a couple blemishes left on my face and whatnot. But this is what's going to help you to really, overcome and deal with your next big glow up. So let's tap a little bit deeper. So let's see. That was part of your next big glow up. So let's see. And you might have actually had, because I almost lost my light there for a second, pile number one. So you may have also been someone who maybe had gone through some sort of tower moment in regards to your sacral chakra imbalance. So I'm just shuffling here, and this card fell out, okay? So it's the 7th house relating. So your next big glow up is going to be you partnering with someone as well, and maybe sharing a lot of your insights, your social awareness. So based on your own healing, your glow up is going to entail you maybe taking some sort of social action where you are now a social activist, inspiring other people, I'm hearing, who may have gone through a lot of trauma or sexual victimization. You could just have an affinity or calling to work with that group of people. So like we're talking trauma survivors, maybe even women's activist groups, stuff of that nature is what your next big glow up is going to be about. I see you working in a lot of companionships, and even it might even be related to you working in some capacity with a twin flame, because I'm noticing there's two hands joining and it seems like they're kissing as well in the picture. So it could even be you and your twin are going to help to balance out a lot of your karmic debt through you working for the collective in terms of helping them with their trauma and even oppression, I'm hearing as well, or maybe other people who could have experienced a lot of issues in really bad marriages as well too. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing as well. So this is going to be you definitely expressing a lot of your trauma, things that you've gone through with the collective to help inspire them to become a better version of themselves based on your own healing of your sacral chakra. I'm also hearing this is where you're going to be balancing a lot of your masculine and feminine energies as well too. So you could be a Scorpio or some sort of water sign as well, pile number one, because we have Scorpio here in the moon, which is Cancer. And this is all about the intuition. So this is something where I think that you just naturally have that motherly type of instinct within you too. So it could even be you working with youth, I'm hearing as well, or children. that's going to help you overcome this, or even you finding out that you're pregnant or you've gotten your partner pregnant is what's going to help you to heal this for good, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, which is going to be a major glow up for you, because I'm hearing for a lot of you, maybe you were told that you having children wouldn't be possible, or you're thinking that, you know, I don't think I'll ever be able to find true love. But Spirit is here to let you know that you are going to be going through a massive transformation that's going to unlock a lot of things that you didn't feel that you had within yourself. This is where you're going to release a lot of your obsessive natures as well, and even some of your manipulation and destructive ways that has been holding you back all this time, pile number 1. So let's pull some tarot, because I don't want this to be a super long reading. And then let's also see what else is going to help to impact your next big glow up, pile number 1, that you're going to also experience in the near future too. So yeah, it's just really just working through a lot of those traumas. I'm hearing a lot of you may even go and see a spiritual counselor of some sort, or even go and work with an actual psychotherapist, psychologist, or maybe you are one yourself, and this is where you're able now to help through your own knowledge and practice to help the collective as a whole. So let's see. Pile number 1, their next big glow up and ascension. What is this going to look like for pile number 1, Spirit? So this is very good, pile number 1. So I think you're going to have a lot of options to in love, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, in regards to your next big glow up ascension. This is where I think, because you're going to be just shining and radiating so bright, a lot of people are going to be wanting to come and seek you out for a lot of different things. I'm hearing especially romantic partners. They're definitely going to see that you're someone, I'm hearing, a force to be reckoned with, pile number 1. So once you go through that major transformation, it's going to allow you a lot of clarity in the headspace in regards to how you may have been sabotaging yourself. So if you're someone too that may have considered, let's say, losing weight or doing something differently and you've been holding out, this is where the next big glow up that you experience is going to allow you to tap more into your creativity and a lot of, you know, your things that you may have suppressed, I'm hearing too, within the mind, to be able to level up and really grow and mature as a person. So this is where it's going to leave you. So be careful, pile number 1. You might be feeling a little bit unorganized or afraid of like how to proceed with things. But just know that Spirit is here and they're divinely guiding you at this time to make sure that you're able to go through this period. And it's going to bring you a lot of happiness as well, because we have the sun as well here. So it's definitely, pile number 1, going to bring you a lot of happiness and insight in terms of your situation. So let's see. Let's get some tea leaf. And let's see. Pile number 1. Next big glow up ascension for pile number 1, please, Spirit. So we have desk. So pay attention to your work. So something is going on for you, pile number 1, at work. And Spirit is just coming through to say that you might need to like think about a new job or think about switching your career, something along those lines. So we have broom, new home, new attitude. So this is you changing the way in which you have been conducting yourself. So we also have double confirmation of the moon. So again, this is connected to your feelings. That's really going to help you to shift the energy for your next big glow up, right? And then this is what's going to allow you to change your life. So Spirit is also telling you right now that, as I said, you are protected and being divinely guided at this time, but you need to make sure that you always defend yourself and stand up too as well for what you believe in. Even if other people may doubt you or say that you're crazy or what are you talking about, Spirit is here to also reassure that everything is going to happen the way that it's supposed to happen and you'll be good. So we have it here, new job, career. So it's here as well, right? You're going to be changing your job and career as your next big glow up ascension moment. So let's pull some months from Spirit and see what months maybe resonate for pile number 1, please, Spirit. So I'm just going to do this until they tell me to stop. So we have October. So remember, all readings are timeless, so it may resonate strongly for you during that time, even though the time I'm recording this is the end of February of 2022. But remember, all readings are timeless. Or you could have started going through this process around October of the previous year, and now in January, which has already passed, is when it really started to change the trajectory for you. So you may have already gone through this already, and this is just confirming what you already know. But this is kind of like showing you that the best is yet to come. And see at the back, we have February. So I think it started probably in October. Then January, it really came to the forefront, and you started to really transmute a lot of your healing. And then February now is where you starting to step in more into your power. So let's see as well from Spirit. Last piece of advice, and then we're going to close out this reading. Because I think I'm 13 minutes in. I try to keep it under 10 because people lose interest. They don't want a long reading. That's more for like personalized readings and stuff like that. So let me just, pile number 1, please, Spirit, last piece of advice for them in the reading. I may have to pull it. Okay, let's take this one. Voyage, you already have all the answers. So again, as I talked about, this is confirming what you may have already known intuitively. So 34 is 7, which is the Chariot, which again, Cancer is heavily prominent in this reading. So heavy water sign energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We even had Cups here too. So that's all about the water signs. And I think we had air, so it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we also had Pentacles, which is Earth. But I'm feeling very strongly water signs are prominent in this reading. So card number 34, let's get the last piece of advice and we'll close out your reading. So Voyage, you already have all the answers. You've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning, and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for answers outside of yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor, which I'll be offering some mentoring services very soon, so feel free to send me an email. At this point in your life, that person needs to be you. So even if, so Spirit is saying that you have all the answers you need, but if you need extra reassurance, I am going to be providing mentorship very soon if you are interested. And I will probably be releasing that within about a week of this reading. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. Spirit is saying that you already know everything that you need intuitively. So it's about you following your own north node, right? Because we see the map here, and finding all the answers, everything that you need. And trust a lot of your intuition and your downloads that you may be getting at this time from Spirit. So if this reading resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, and love and light, and take care, pile number 1, with your wonderful ascension journey. Love and light. Bye. Hey, pile number 2. So if you chose this good vibe sticker, this is going to be your reading. So I want to let you guys know, in case you missed the intro, as of the first week of March, I'm going to be offering extended readings for all of my pick a card readings here on YouTube. I'm also released a few extra services in case you're interested. I have my erotic tarot readings, as well as I've now added cord cutting. And at the beginning of March, I'm going to be also providing my service for the Akashic Records, as well, as I have been working very digitally behind the scenes to be accredited to provide Akashic readings as well as Akashic clearings as well. So if you're interested and would like to check out my website, you can do so by scrolling to the About section on my YouTube page and looking through my website. Just click the button there, or I will leave all the information down below this reading. Or you can also just type into Google angiesawakening.com. Thank you so much, guys. So let's see, pile number 2. Let's get into it. Let's see what your next ascension is going to be all about. So pile number 2. Wow, this is crazy. So we have 2, 2. So this is all about balance for you. So this is huge, pile number 2. I'm already feeling intuitively this is going to be a very big moment for you in this next ascension glow up moment that you're going to be going through. So right away, intuitively, I feel like this is where you're going to have the ability to master your soul. You're going to be able to tap more into your intuition. I feel intuitively from this card that you have been getting a lot of downloads about starting a new project or endeavor. So this is very much connected to the High Priestess intuition energy type of card. So you are probably like myself, who is a high priestess. I am a high priestess as well. So this is about you having that inner knowing, listening to that inner voice, right? Finding your divine truth and being wise and conscious to the unconscious of the collective as well as within yourself is what is going to be tied very much, pile number 2, to your next big glow up. So let us tap in a little bit deeper. That was pretty straightforward to see. Pile number 2, what is their next big glow up ascension going to consist of? So pile number 2, please, Spirit, what is their next big glow up ascension going to be about? So very much connected to heavy connection to spirit source energy. I'm feeling very much for this pile. I'm hearing a lot of you are now starting to lay a lot of foundations and setting the groundwork for your life and your future for generations to come and generations after you. So we have Venus, love. So this is going to allow you, I feel like, for your next big glow up, pile number 2, to really tap more into the sensual side of yourself. So this is going to allow you to really have a lot of luxuries, indulgence as well, and wealth. So Spirit is encouraging you right now not to put off any creative projects or ideas that you may be getting intuitively, as this is what is going to allow you, your relationships, your love life, your work life, your passions, your family, your diplomacy, everything, right, is going to be able to be brought back into your balance with your next glow up that will happen for you, pile number 2. And this is going to allow you to receive a lot of things that you didn't think were possible just by tapping in and trusting your intuition. This is where I feel like you're going to be able to really have a profound love for self, as well as a profound love for your person that you may have in mind, or you will meet somebody as well that will really help to show you how much of love is just within you and the way that this person also feels about you as well. I think that this is going to allow you to really shine, and you're going to just be able to have this wonderful, beautiful side about yourself. People are really going to value you, and they're going to be drawn to you a lot intuitively, where they're going to just see you as someone that is a guiding light for the collective, in terms of helping them address issues. This is where I talked about seen and unseen, so conscious and unconscious collective issues. I think you are someone, pile number 2, is very gifted as well, where you just have that natural innate side to yourself where you're able to do your spirituality, as well as you have 3D practical matters that can really help the collective too as a whole. So I think you are that perfect balance between spiritual and 3D collective issues too as well. And I think that this is going to allow you to gain a lot of respect for your community that you may be a part of, or you will soon find out that you're connected to. So this is more connected as well to your soul family, where you may discover who they are or meet a lot of new people who are really going to love you and respect you tremendously because of your knowledge and wisdom that you have deep within. So let's see, pile number 2's next big glow up. So that was a lot from just those 2 cards. So very strong energy in this reading. We have 11th house, the edge. So friendship, group, creativity, community, as I talked about. So this is just confirming everything that I talked about. So this is going to give you a lot of startup in terms of your mission work for the collective. I think that you're someone that definitely brings a different side to things that maybe other people that you may look up to might not realize or have the same capabilities that you have, right? So you're someone who likes to go against the grain is what I'm hearing. Well, you have to be a high priestess, right? So you're someone as well who's very tapped into their creative side, and I'm hearing that your skills are like no other, right? So the types of skills and capabilities that you have and how you provide the support for humanity as a whole is something that is very unique, but also very powerful is what I'm hearing, which is really going to help to push your ascension and your glow up pile number 2 to be really something that I'm hearing is extremely profound, where people are really going to be shocked, and it's going to lead a lot of people to feel that you are even unrecognizable as well to pile number 2. So let's pull some tarot to tie it a little bit deeper. So that just flew right out. So Ace of Wands and 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And let's get one more, Spirit, for pile number 2 in terms of their next big glow up, please. And thank you. Pile number 2, your next big glow up. Let's get one more card. They wanted me to take all of this. This is a lot. No, let's just take one. One, Spirit. One for pile number 2, please. This one. 6 of Swords. So yeah. Pile number 2, you're going to be leaving a very tumultuous period in your life. I think for a long time you've stayed in a lot of bad situations that you may not have been happy in. But now, during your next big ascension and glow up, it's going to force you into your own sense of healing. I think that you may have been trapped in some sort of dead-end job or collaborating with people that you knew were not for your highest good, but you kind of like stayed in this type of situation in fear of maybe having some sort of conflict. So if you had like a romantic interest perhaps that you knew intuitively wasn't serving you, or there just wasn't a lot of balance and equal give and take, this is where your next glow up pile number 2 is going to consist of you releasing that in order to manifest that new beginning. Because I think you now have a lot of willpower and wanting to create and change the way in which things have since gone for you, pile number 2. And this is where you're going to be tapping in, I'm hearing, to a lot of cosmic intelligence to be able to really shift the energy and manifest this new beginning for yourself, which is going to essentially help the collective as a whole, because they need, I'm hearing, they need light workers like you. They need people like you who have a very unusual edge to themselves that is going to help inspire so much more people to want to be more of their authentic self. So let's get some additional messages, Spirit, for pile number 2. So we have wind chimes, peace and harmony. So this is all about balance again. So the Spirit is just kind of like confirming what I had said. So we have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. So you are going to be putting in a lot of work with your next ascension glow up. But I'm hearing you're going to have a lot of help too from your spirit team and others as well in the 3D that are going to help you to really tap more into your next big glow up in terms of manifesting your creativity and your creative endeavors in general. So this is where I talked about soul family, soul tribe. So good advice from a wise person. So you're going to get a lot of really good advice from someone who has maybe gone through a similar ascension process as yourself. And they're going to really help you to really tap more into self and really hone in and manifest a lot of things, downloads that you may have had, or even I'm hearing could even allow you to collaborate with this person too as well. So we have change for the better. So again, this is something I'm hearing that was long overdue for you, pile number 2. So we also have target, so goal-oriented person. So you're someone that very much values 3D and 5D is what I'm hearing as well. And this is what's going to allow you to reach all of your goals and aspirations that you didn't think you could have, but you're now going to get to. So sincere wish is being granted. So Spirit is saying that you're going to get everything that you want and more. So spiritual protection and guidance from harm. So again, divinely protected and divinely guided at this time for pile number 2. So let us see what months of relevance may be important for you in terms of this next big glow up, pile number 2. Months of relevance for pile number 2. So we have June. So June is going to be very relevant for you, pile number 2, during your next big glow up. And remember, all readings are timeless. So it could be you planting the seeds from now, and then June is when you kind of like reap your harvest that you have put down. That could happen too as well, is what I'm hearing. And we have October. So October also came out in pile number 1, but different messages for that pile. But I feel like October is also going to help you to even manifest more. And remember, all readings are timeless. So even if you watch the video now and it doesn't resonate, when you tap in a few months, it may come up or it may resonate for you then. So let us get the last piece of advice from Spirit. And then we are going to close out your reading, pile number 2. This is amazing. So you are going to be honing a lot of your intuitive gifts and really manifesting a lot of changes and new beginnings for yourself. You've done the work, I'm hearing, pile number 2, which is amazing. You should really thank yourself. It's either you've already started to do the work or you're going to be doing the work very soon. Okay, so let's get the last piece of advice and then we're going to close it out. This is the card. Red, forgive. And this is a card number 10, which is all about endings and new beginnings. So this is you confirming that this new beginning is going to happen for you, pile number 2. So let's read from the book. Where is the manual? And then we shall see a little bit more about what this forgiveness is going to entail for you to manifest this new beginning, pile number 2. I'm not sure where the book went. That's crazy. I just had it. All right, pile number 2. I may have to pause it because I don't. Oh, here it is. My apologies, pile number 2. So card number 10. So we have, you've been holding a grudge against somebody in your life. Maybe it's a loved one, or maybe it's yourself. This isn't a card telling you that you must learn to practice forgiveness. No, forgive them on your own terms if and when you feel ready to do so. This is simply a nudge for you to consider whether the time is present. Don't let forgiveness feel like an obligation, but like a shiny red hope that gets you through your sleepless late nights. So this is just urging you to really look back and reflect. I'm feeling like this is tied in with a romantic interest or love interest of yours, perhaps, pile number 2, where maybe they had wronged you, or maybe other people, could even be a work situation, may have wronged you in the past. So Spirit is saying when the time is right, you will know when to release this energy in order to manifest this new beginning and help you level up with your ascension process. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. If this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to check out some of my services, feel free to check out my website at angiesawakening.com. Thank you so much. Love and light. Take care. Hey, pile number 3. So if you chose this rain cloud here, this is going to be a reading. So before we tap in, I want to let everybody know that I'm going to be releasing my extended readings on either Vimeo or Patreon. I'm still looking into both options right now. Cancer problems. It's so hard for me sometimes to make a decision. It's not even funny. But usually when I've made my mind up about something, that's usually when I just go for the kill and then I just make it happen, right? So you might be a Cancer or could be a water sign of some sort. Hence probably why you pulled this rain cloud here. I also want to let everybody know as well that I did add erotic tarot card readings. So if you like those 18 plus raunchy readings, feel free to check out my website as well. Or if you're interested in any other of my services such as cord cutting, I also added this to my website recently. And at the end of this month, which the time I'm recording this is the end of February 2022, I'm going to be adding Akashic Records to my class, as I have been working behind the scenes really hard on adding this as well to my list of modalities in terms of what I can offer for the collective. I also want to let you guys know that I'm still in the process of being certified for spiritual release therapy. So if this is something that you are interested in, I'm going to be releasing this very soon. I just need to have my accredited hours and I will be fully certified to do spirit release therapy. And I'm going to be also releasing my new YouTube channel, which I have been working on as well very hard in terms of wellness coaching. So I'm going to also be providing support for people who, you know, need the extra push or advice or whatnot, as well as tapping in a lot more into the body, right? So the mind, body, and spirit. So I'm actually going to be going to school to be certified to provide services in this area. Additionally, as right now, I am a social worker, but I'm looking to expand my portfolio tremendously even more because I've been getting so many downloads from spirit and pushes. So yeah, let's hop into reading pile number 3. So your next big glow up. So you, I'm feeling like, might be like myself, who has to go through that glow up period because of a tower moment. It's kind of more of like a forced glow up that's probably going to occur for you, pile number 3. So I feel like you are going to have to go through some sort of forced ascension, as I've mentioned. So this is going to be due to a job loss, an end of a relationship, or you going through a dark night of the soul. So if this is not resonating with you, it's either it hasn't happened yet or it's going to happen very soon, where you're going to experience a tower moment. And then from that lack of response to taking charge with a bad situation that you know is around you, that is when, in that moment, is when you're going to realize that you need to be able to change, because you've now reached rock bottom. So it's kind of more giving me the vibe about the energy of tomorrow, and it never comes, right? So it's kind of like you're thinking about cleaning out your shed, let's say. You're like, tomorrow. You're thinking about applying for that job. You're like, tomorrow. You're thinking about maybe reaching out to a love interest, and you're like, no, maybe tomorrow too. Right? It's kind of like you kept putting things off that you were supposed to do, that you knew intuitively that you needed to take care of, but then you didn't do it. And so it's through this loss is what you are going to experience is going to allow you to grow and release a lot of the shame and the guilt and the fear that you may have had to manifest a new beginning for yourself. This is also giving me very heavy codependency vibes as well, where you could have been codependent in a really toxic situation, could have been even a very hostile work situation, family life. Something here was really, 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 really difficult for you, pile number 3. But then you kept telling yourself that it would get better, or I'll address the issue tomorrow. This is giving me kind of like, I wonder if my twin is going to watch this reading. I am so dead, because I'm feeling his energy very heavily at this time. So you may even have like a twin as well too. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling his energy. So it's kind of like that vibe about, yeah, tomorrow. And then you don't do it, and then you get screwed over, right? So that's what's going to kind of lead to you through that heartbreak, through that tower moment, is what's going to allow you to force and have to go through and manifest better energies for yourself. I know, because 3 months ago, I too went through a massive tower moment. And through that tower moment, that was where I was able to manifest a lot of my creativity and new beginnings for myself. So this is me talking to you, pile number 3, from my own personal experience. So let's see. So pile number 3, please, Spirit. What is their next? Okay, that fell right on the spot. So perfect. So through this next glow up, pile number 3, you're going to gain a lot of enthusiasm, as before. I feel like, as I talked about, during the dark end of the soul, or some type of really low vibing energy, that's where you're going to feel very depleted. But through that experience, it's going to force you into wanting to take a leap, right? It's right here, leaping. So it's through that experience you're going to have to take a leap of faith to really manifest that new beginning with yourself. But Spirit is here to say that it's like you might even have to take a chance with a job, take a chance with a romantic relationship, take a chance starting that new creative project, whatever it is that you are trying to or going to have to realize that you need to manifest to help bring abundance in and help uplift you and allow you to become more positive about yourself. It's going to be like something that's going to come out of the blue. So it could even be just like a random meeting with a stranger allowed you to then be able to manifest the new beginning, right? Or just you, let's say, winning some money or getting some unexpected money is going to allow you to work on that creative project. I'm hearing for some of you, you may get like a bonus at work. Something like that is going to happen for you, pile number 3, where you're going to be able to really get more for what you need for yourself. And it's going to allow you to recognize that good things could happen to you. So this was also very karmic for you to go through this experience, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, as it was destiny. So you were destined to go through this experience that you might be going through right now or are about to go through, in order to allow you to learn a lot of lessons to then be able to share that with someone else. So this is again what I talked about, right, with me and my twin. Me going through that tower moment was what allowed me to now mature, grow, realize that I needed to go back to school and really tap into finding my purpose, right? And becoming that better version of myself. So that is the same thing that I'm feeling very much for pile number 3, is what's going to happen for you. And then while you go through that experience, it's going to allow you the ability to close out a lot of unfulfilling cycles that you were trapped in for a very long time. You're going to become very mature, very wise through this experience as well, because now you can literally advise others based on your own experiences as a whole. And that is what is very powerful, I think, pile number 3. Being able to connect with people and share things, not because you're telling them, like, judging them or anything like that, but you're showing them based on your own experiences. I think that's something that people really, really like, pile number 3, because that's what makes you totally relatable, as you're able to really show people that it's not about where you come from, it's not about what happened in the past, it's about how you're able to manipulate, I'm hearing, all the elements, earth, fire, water, and air, to be able to manifest change and a new beginning for yourself, right? And I think that's really what people admire, or are going to really admire about you during your next big glow up. Your transparency, I think, is going to be very, very prominent in your glow up. You're just not even going to beat around the bush. You're going to just tell people, and see, there's a karmic right there. You're just going to tell people how it is, and if they don't like it, then they can get a step in. Like, I'm in that energy too, where I just don't give a fuck. I just tell people flat out, pardon my French, I just tell people flat out what it is, take it or leave it, right? And it's up to them. If they don't want it, no worries, we're good. And if you do want it, then that's cool as well. So I don't know, I'm not going to take these ones. Spirit, please, one more card. Yep, that was just confirming what I was talking about, because I saw the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're going to be going through some type of loss in an investment that you had. So it could have been maybe you had gone again with this reverse King of Cups. So you could have been with a emotionally abusive person at this time, and then from that emotional abuse that you're going to experience and emotional manipulation is where you're going to then snap out of it and take your power back and just tell the person that this connection is over, and then this is going to push you into your power. Or you're going to lose your job or go through some transitional period of looking for better employment or something else, which is also going to help to shift the energy, because I think how it's making you feel, pile number 3, if it's not a physical person, but if this is you feeling like this internally, it's going to make you feel very cold and hurt and very cut off with society, with family, with friends, with just people in general, because you're not living your purpose and you're not expanding and broadening your horizons. This is a challenge that I think a lot of us go through as starseeds. I am a starseed, so I go through this where I may go through the periods where I'm really liking something or really enjoy something, and then I lose interest easily, and then I have to shift over to something else. So that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling very much from that. And it's going to also make you feel very much, wanting to move forward, right? You want to find the peace within yourself to be able to overcome your situation. So this is also giving me heavy healing vibes as well, is going to be created from that loss and experience that you're going to go through. And from that's where you're going to see reap the benefits of a new venture, a new opportunity at love, and a lot of prosperity that's going to follow for you, pile number 3. So let us see additional messages from the tea leaf in regards to pile number 3, please. Okay, so they want these two. So we have bird flying. News is on the way. So you're going to be getting a lot of dreams, I think, in your dreams. Or you might see a lot of synchronicities, signs, numbers, words, dreams, messages, music. Stuff like that are going to give you a lot of insights in terms of how you're going or how things are going. Or you might literally get some sort of news of like a job offer or an opportunity to take on some sort of new venture that might be coming your way as well. So then we have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. So again, luck is on your side. This is where we talked about it, right? The dice, the gambling, luck being on your side. It's just the luck of the draw that you were able to manifest this and come out of your situation with the swiftness is what I'm hearing. Like it's gonna allow you to close a big cycle in your life. Pile number 3. So we also have box. You will receive a gift. So this is double confirmation, right? That you're going to get some type of gift or something that's going to happen for you that's just going to shift everything and change the way in which things have been going. So just hang in there, pile number 3. So crib, birth or conception, or a child or enterprise. So literally some of you are going to end up having a child with, let's say, like your person that you may have in mind might come to you, or some, as I talked about, twin flame. So maybe you and your twin will end up having a child or business or something like that together, where you both work in collaboration. And this is what is also going to help to bring a lot of fortune and shift the energy from what you're currently in at this time. So we have vacation. So you might even take a vacation of some sort, and then that's what's going to allow you to gain a lot more downloads, or just take some rest, and then things are going to start picking up back for you. So we have leg, again, stepping into a new experience. So this is you, as I talked about, taking charge and taking control of your life. So let's see what months might be irrelevant. I just saw March at the back of the deck, so this might be coming relatively soon for you, pile number 3. So I'm just going to pull one intuitively and see what I get. So we have May. So May is going to be of significance, and it's interesting you chose the rain cloud, because April, I'm hearing April showers bring May flowers. So something really, really big is going to happen for you in the month of May. Maybe you might start another business endeavor in May, or you might find out you're expecting May. Something like that is going to happen for you, pile number 3. You might get a job offer in May. Remember, all readings are timeless, but it could resonate for you later on down the road. So let's see. We have March. So here it is. As I said, I saw it and I saw it again. So something is going to happen very big for you in the month of March. March is really of relevance for this pile. It's either you're going to reconcile with someone, start over a new job, leave a job, or a big shift in general in terms of what you had is going to change for your luck in March. Something very big is going to happen in March. I know it. I feel it. And I never miss. So trust me, whoever's watching pile number 3, March is going to be very significant for you and your situation. So let's see, Spirit, the last piece of advice from pile number 3, and then we're going to close out the reading. So we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So I mean, this is card number 33. So this is a master number as well. So let us read from the book, and then we are going to close out your reading, pile number 3. But look out for March. Remember, all readings are timeless, so maybe if you come across this and March is past, it's going to be either for the following March or May. That's going to resonate for somebody out there. So nostalgia, focused on the here and now. You're spending the majority of your time daydreaming, wondering what could have been, if only things had gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened. No matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind, make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. Be sure to nurture what you've been given. So again, Spirit is just reminding you, pile number 3, and it's crazy. This is 3, 3, 3, and 3. So 333 angel number is also going to have additional messages for you. And it's interesting because pile number 2 was 2, 2, and now you're 3, 3. Holy crap. So Spirit is telling you, pile number 3, to focus on the here and now as well, right? So just be present. Don't beat yourself up over the mistakes and things that had happened in the past. What was meant to happen was all a part of divine timing and planning, is what I'm hearing as well. Because it's through this experience, as I talked about, is where you're going to really be able now to harness your power and step into personal control over all relationships of your life. And I'm hearing all areas too. So financially, so you're going to step into financial freedom and power, emotional power as well. So you're going to be able to master all of your relationships with people where maybe before you couldn't speak your truth very well. Now you're going to be able to speak your truth. You're also going to be able to set healthy boundaries with people around you as well. You're going to also be logged into your heart space. And you're also going to be someone who's going to have a lot of integrity. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. If this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Or if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to check out my website at angiesawakening.com. Thanks so much. Love and light. Take care.